Welcome back, guys. I have been playing around with the upper part of the island, and I have come up with my final plan for exactly how this is going to look. So, without further ado, buckle up. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take out this road, and there's going to be a lot of building going on. There's going to be a lot of building going on, guys. What am I going to do? Start off, I'm going to raise the terrain around here because I want to redo these roads, because I want to get a fairly nice smooth curve on here. Alright, cool. Yep, that looks good. Right, let's gonna redo this bit as well. I've played around. I've been doing the old R&D, bit of research and development, trying to come up with something that's different, that looks good, that kind of really does the job. And then round to there. There we go. Cool. Okay, good. Now, this bit down here, where we're going to have the train station, but the train station is going to be completely different. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, let's see. I'm going to take out a section there, and I'm going to put in a straight section, like that. Now, the thing is, with this straight section, it has to be like a specific length. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to get one of our super tools, and the one that I'm going to be using is, let's see, the ocean, 66%. Now I want this in the center of this section of road, like that. Cool. Then I'm going to go to parks, and I'm going to get, let's see, which one was I using? I think I was using this one. And then we're going to have one of these. Now, these are square, aren't they? Yeah, they're square, so it doesn't matter which way they go. I'm actually going to turn them around, but I want that so I can judge the roads. So then we'll take this road, and we're going to take this road off up here, like that, and the same on the other side, up there, like that. Now I've got to find, where's the end of this building? There it is. Maybe one more. Yeah, one more. There we go. I'm going to run that across there. Then, now I've put this in facing this way. It's actually going to face the other way. So, we're going to take that and turn it round. Oh man, come on, fit in. There we go. And then I'm going to get one of the big ones, and we're going to move that out immediately behind it. There. Right, now, we are going to put in a road across the back of that one. This is all precision. I have actually worked this out, so I actually know, for once, what the hell I'm doing. Doesn't that make a nice change? Cool. Then, take that bit off, and then we can put in the nice curve that we want around there. Boom. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take another road off here, like that. That's fine. And the same on the other side, like that. There we go. Cool. Awesome sauce. Right. Now we can tidy up these edges if we want, which I guess we do. So let's just take a level on the bottom, down there, and then tidy this off. All around here, zip, and all around there. There we go. Now I can smooth that off with the smooth tool, and then we can do the same on this side. Take it up to about there. There we go. And again, same thing with the smooth tool. Smooth that so that it looks nice. Okay, cool. Right, having done that, train stations. Now, the train stations. Remember we had the one train station? But you could see that we were getting some congestion the way we'd got it set up before. So, I thought, well... And actually somebody left me a comment about this, which I read after I'd kind of figured out what I was going to do. So, leave your comments earlier. What we're going to do is we're going to put a train station in. Now, I've got to get this so that it actually goes in right. And I think that is the right place. Then we'll go back to roads and we're going to put in one of these. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, up 4, no, straight road. So I just want to come like across the track to there, and then we want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 to the other side. And I think we want it about... Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this, because I can probably judge it better by eye than I can. Yeah, it's going to be about there. Let's run that on a little bit. It's going to be about there. Trying to judge these. Now, this is the double station, so you take a right-hand side and then you put a left-hand side on the other side. So hang on. That was the right, wasn't it? Yeah, this is the left. And you can see it's not close enough, so that road needs to be closer. Oops. Let's try that again. So this road needs to be closer. And actually, I think if I go back to here, I think I'd got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's about there. Let's find out. Let's find out. So, where's our road? Oh no, I'm using these. So we run this across there. And then grab our train station again. No, one further. One further. So let's try that again. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So before I was going there, I actually want to go, I think, there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There, I think. That again, that might be 1 too far. I may have gone 1 too far. Well, I'm trying to put this in. Yeah, I went 1 too far. I'll get there. Don't worry, I'll get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want it 740. There we go. There we go. And now I can run the road across there. And this time, it should actually go in. Yay! And we want it there so that it matches up exactly. Which is, you got to admit, that is pretty sweet, isn't it? It's a lovely building. I love that. Right, so now we can do the same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and then down to there. Looks beautiful. But you've kind of seen that bit because, well, you saw it with the single station. Now I've done it with the double station. Cool. Excellent. Alrighty. So what we're going to do now. What are we going to do now? I tell you what. I think what I'm going to do is smooth this off like this. Because what I want is to leave a belt of green around the outside. And you can see that the green is coming back. But rather than have it hard edged, this one we're going to have kind of smoother. Right, okay. Having done that, now we can do the train tracks. Now, train tracks. Now, are we going to use bog standard train tracks? Oh no, we're not. Now, I've got a mod from Bloody Penguin, which is called what the hell's it called? Extra train tracks, I think it's. So now I was talking about these railway bridges. We're going to use those bridges if I can actually find them. So yeah, we're set to normal construction. Now with normal construction, if we curve this, we don't see we lose that bridge, right? But using this mod, control and arrow keys, we're going to go for the bridge construction. So I'm going to come around like that. There we go. Lovely. And then I'm going to do a similar thing from, I want to get as close as I can to this, and I want to come out like probably 2 bridge lengths. We use that as a marker. So oh, come on. It's very hard when you're actually putting it side by side. Yeah, I think we'll just do it to the second there. Right, and then we'll curve it out to join up with that. Like that. There we go. Right, and that is how we're going to have our trains running all the way around the outside. So if this is settled down on this side, then this might be a bit simpler this time. Are you settled down on this side? There we go. So it should be round kind of like that. It needs to come out a little bit more. There we go. And up to the second bridge section. Excellent. Okay. But that is just the beginning of what we're going to do. Right. Over here, we're going to finish off. I want parks. Like a big park area around these big monuments. Now, we've got this one pointing that way. That one's pointing in. But I think I'm going to change it round. And I think I'm going to have them both facing. Now, I need to have them lined up. So, yep. Cool. So that they're both facing out like that. Right, so then I'm going to have some park action. Now we'll take this park and we'll put it over here because I want it on attached to this road. So there. Then I'm going to actually use the T key to duplicate. And there and there. Go around to the other side. Relocate that one. and then T key, and boom, boom, and boom. Cool. But that leaves us some gaps. So we're going to have something else. We're going to have, what are we going to have? We're going to go to the park. No, yeah, we're going to go to parks. We're going to go to leisure and tourism. And we're going to take one of these beach volleyball courts, which kind of just fits in there really nicely. Boom. And we'll have one on the other side. And one there. And one there. Now, obviously, the gap here is bigger because the footprint for this one is bigger than this one. So, going to just finish that off with, and we're going to be using these quite a lot. Going to finish this off with some nice paths around the outside, just so that it looks nice and neat and clean. And then with these just across the top part. Alright, so there you go. That's our little park area surrounding the big monuments. Oh yeah. Right, but we're not done. Oh no, we're not done. We're going to take these parks, and I'm going to put a couple of these parks in on these corners here and here. And am I going to do the same over here? I think I probably am. There and there. And again, are we done? No, we're not even close. Not even close to being done. We're going to take, let's see, we're going to go to paths. And we're going to put some paths in here. Because I want these to be like well-defined blocks. So you see how we've got this little block here, and it looks horrible. I'm going to put a path along there, and then a path down there and there. So you can see that that's now a full block. Looks much, much better, I think. I'm actually going to, yeah, am I going to redo that? I think I'm going to redo that, just because I'm going to take the snap off. It was coming in here and we were getting an odd square, which I don't want. So I'm going to bring it down like that. There we go. Right, and now we've got neat blocks everywhere. Okay. So, now, still not done. Still not done. We're going to take the freeform tool. I'm going to bring a path off here. Probably bring it down about halfway. And then down to there. And same thing on this side. I told you there was going to be a lot more detail work. And down to there. And then straight. Cool. And, well, what am I trying to do? Now, we need some access for people to get through to this. And since we've got a bit of a gap here, we'll, well, if I actually get paths up again, we'll put a path from here. Oh, come on. I would like to do it from there, but it's playing up. Come on. It's where I've joined them. So, you know what? Yeah, see. So let's put that in where we actually want it, which is there. Between the two buildings that will be there. I'll switch back to the freeform. Boom. Alrighty. And then we want a path on the other side as well. Have a straight one. And again, I'm going to move it slightly to this side because I want to take out both of those. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to move them a little bit, but yeah, we'll live with that. And then I want the same thing on this end. I want this to be like one building here, not a little crappy collection of buildings. So I'm going to bring that down there and there, and see, now you can see that it's zoned in a nice block. And we'll do the same for this one. So bring that up to there. And there. And where do I want my ones in the middle? Probably there. And where? There. Cool. Then freeform. Yeah, shall I do these ends? Might as well do these ends as well, mightn't I? So if we take that up, look straight across. Oh no, because I want to go around the corner, don't I? Yeah. I want to go around the corner of that path. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. So let's try that again. We just need to come out at an angle a little bit. Oh, it's not going to. It's not going to. So let's take it from there to there. There we go. So again, we've got a solid block in there. Then we go freeform and hook that up to there, that up to there. And that one like that. Cool, awesome sauce. Now I'm looking at this and thinking that's not particularly good. I don't really want a very, very small building in there, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. You can end up like relaying the roads and whatever to get these to do exactly what you want, but I don't want a single row in there. Like if push comes to shove, then I'd actually put in like an extra path just to get rid of it. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna run a path through the center as well. Good. And then we're gonna do some tree action, but before I do that, I want these areas to grow kind of instantaneously. So we're going to link up some power, and I thought kind of a cool way to do it would be to put some of these power things kind of there, 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 and there. So they spread the power everywhere, kind of before we even start. And there and there. So you can see we've got power over the, or a power grid over the whole area. Right, then we're going to put some trees in to kind of sort of cover it up. So we'll take the size right down. We'll take the strength right up. Take the size down a little bit more. Now, this won't give you like a dense enough coating of trees, I've found. But it kind of like gets you started. So we'll get in what we can get in. Right. Then we'll go down to single. And we'll finish off by hand. And I want these to be fairly dense. And pop a couple in the corners. Like that. And we can get rid of these stray ones. Stray one over there. Oh, I missed a path. Missed a path. There should be a path running down to there. There we go. Alrighty. So, there you go. That's how we're going to lay those out. Alright. Cool. Right. Just need to tidy this up. But that's kind of the look that I'm going for. So again, we need to do the same on the other side. But it's kind of rinse and repeat now. I'll do this one. But then we'll kind of call it, I think. Because it gets boring after you've seen it about 10 times. So how do I want to do this? I want to do... actually, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to bring it out one more, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So I want to bring this out. Try to do it in the right place. So I want to bring it out to there. Then come across. And then bring it out to this. Oh, doing it again. Man, it's fussy. Like that. We need to put one in there and see we get that nice block, which is what we want. And I'll leave this side, I think. Am I gonna do that side? I think I'll leave that side for now. Do that offline. So now we just need to do this end. So if I take a path across there, be a bit tighter than that, like that. Then you see, suddenly it fills in the whole block. Gonna have to put a bit in there. And there we go. Now we've got a nice block across there. We do have one square there, but I can kind of just not zone that. And then, what am I doing? Freeform tool. Oh, I want to put my paths in the center, don't I? Yeah, but I think that they're kind of laid out okay, so kind of not going to worry about it too much. That came out a bit too much. How about like... oh, man. How about like that? Yep, got it. And... oh, yeah, I think I got the right curve on that. Looks good. Alrighty. Cool. So what do I need to do? I need to put my power things in. So I have one there. One there. I haven't put the central paths in, have I? No, that's what I need to do so that I can judge. So I think... oh, man. I don't really want to break that one up. So maybe from there. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So straight. Like that. Yep, that works. Get the old freeform again. Put the snap on, will help. Boom. Almost done. Cool. Right. Finish off the power things. Boom and boom. And we're not doing the other one. So then finish it off with the old trees. And what do I want? I want it just increase the size. Oh, need to up the strength. So put in as many as I can get in. Let's take the size down a tiny bit. I think 30 is the smallest that you can get. But you can see it's kind of hard to get a good covering using this. You tend to get lots scattered outside. Right, single. Yeah, nice dense covering over this. I do feel very Bob Ross doing this, putting in the happy little trees. Oh, there's obviously a little bit of water there. I'll have to go back and do this afterwards. Yeah, there's a little bit of water there. Okay. Trim off the ones that we don't want. And there we are. So now we can zone this in. Now I think what we're going to do, we've got a couple of service buildings that we need to put in. But what do you think? Like, initial impression? It's kind of nice, kind of sharp. I like it. I like it, I have to say. Let's just connect this bit of road up like that for now. That's going to need to be realigned, that road along there. But we've got some buildings here that we need to put in. Fire station, particularly the services that we need to put in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fire station on one side. I'm going to put the fire station there. And the police station, I think, is going to go on the other side. There. There we go. Now, in actual fact, did I put a path along there? See, if I've put a path along there, which I have, I can actually get rid of that and use this to effectively do the same thing. There we go. And that one hasn't got one, so that's fine. Oh, no, it has. Yeah, that's got a path along the edge. Do the same there, so we can actually save a bit. Oh, no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. There you go. Okay, and we also want some power. So we'll put some power in. And for now, where am I going to put the power? For now, I'm going to put the power probably there. And I'm also going to put in a garbage. Now, this isn't going to stay in this location, but for now, I'm just popping it there so that we've got power, we've got garbage. All right. So, final thing, bit of zoning. So how are we going to zone this in? Well, I am going to zone it in the way I said. So these on the outside are going to be the bright, shiny hotels. And then inside that, yeah, that's going to be offices. This is all going to be offices. And oh, how can I design that one square? Well, I'm going to ignore it. I'll sort that out later. So, no, that's not what I want. I want all of these to be offices. Bum, 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 bum. Lots of bum, bum, bums. And then around the outside, the shiny hotels. Cool. So there you go. That is the plan. And when you're done, it looks like that. Now, obviously, I need to do a little bit of work on this to get a nice smooth edge. But you can see that when the grass grows back, it's kind of nice to have that little edging of grass around the outside, but I'll trim that back so that it looks nice and neat. Now, I have already done another one over here. Should we go and have a look? And this is what it looks like when you've got some buildings. Now, I've only done one side of this, so I was just kind of trying it out. But same deal. Again, trying the different tracks and seeing the looks with the bridges and without the bridges, and seeing like what looks, and like having the bridges up to there and then having no bridges for these entrances. I'm going to play around with all these different looks, but essentially that is the layout for this. And I think like when you get the buildings in there, that I don't think that looks too bad. What do you think, guys? We've got the trees in between the buildings, all the paths so that people can have a wander around. We've got the nice parks and plazas, and particularly over here, this is a nice big area. It's going to attract the tourists, and we've got these specific assets which are nice for visitors. But for right now, I've got an absolute ton of work to do to duplicate this another 5 times and get all the train tracks and stuff laid in. So let me do that, and then we'll come back and take a bit of a look at it. And about 8 hours later, here she is. What do you think, guys? I think we're starting to get there. Oh, I've got to say, I freaking love how this is looking. I decided to turn this building around so that instead of curving this way, it was curving that way, and it was like, that was the thing. That was just what made it look, oh well, to me, just perfect. And this is just kind of the first stage. Now you'll see that I've laid out every one of these sections. Oh man, this took some time. I changed the trees though. I was using the trees, what is it, trees with leaves, the first one, but I've changed it to this is the small beech, and I think the small beech looks much better. It also covers these up a little bit better. Like, I don't want them covered up. I want them to be there. I want you to be able to see, but I don't want them to be like quite so obvious. These small beech kind of work, I think, pretty perfectly, especially when you get some buildings around them. We've got this one section that's got some buildings, and I think these kind of stand out just a little bit better, especially when you've got like a slightly larger block. And you can see some of these blocks are fairly big, but oh man, kinda loving it. And there's a section over here where I've put the connecting railway in. This one is the one that I've kind of been playing with, and I think it's going to be something like this. You know, just a couple of trees. I've used these palm plants to kind of decorate the front of this one. But you can see once it gets a little bit of grass growing back, and you get a few plants on there, I think it looks pretty, like, quite pretty. Now we've got the double tracks. Once we get all the trains coming in here, those wonderful bullet trains, I think this is going to look pretty sweet. And in terms of the buildings, let's just go back over to that block that was already started. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be picking out some of the best and tallest buildings. So, you know, like things like these. And we're going to be using those. That run just a little bit and grow those. So I want a little bit more variety than this, but I want these tall buildings. I want the tallest, brightest buildings. I want this to be really nice and bright and shiny. That's actually pretty cool. I'm already liking that. I notice we've got an electricity problem. We shouldn't have any electricity problems anyway. Why have we got an electricity problem? You working? Yeah, that's on. It's on. What's wrong with the electricity? Oh, no, it was just taking its time. Okay, cool. We've got, yeah, with the whole thing is powered, the whole thing has got water. So it's going to be literally a case of put it on fast and watch it grow. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. We're going to watch the city grow. I'm going to be finishing off the train lines and putting those train lines in, getting the tourists in. We need a super creme over here because we've got people dying all over the place. What else are we going to do? Oh, over here. By the way, let me point out. Over here, ignore all of the blooming icons. In fact, let's go to camera mode. There we go. Over here, I've been extending the high density, and I've been changing these roads from two lane to 4 lane, right? And as you can see, with the original spacing that I had, once you expand them to 4 lane, it kind of fills them in, these areas. And yeah, so we're starting to get, oh look, there's a nice tall building. We're starting to get this turning into a fairly dense, heavily populated area. But I'm keeping some low density at the front. I think that gives us kind of a nice balance of the, you know, the height of the building sort of going into the heart of the city, which is going to be over in this area. But there's some leveling up to do and all that kind of stuff. But guys, I want your comments. Am I headed in the right direction? Do you like this? Are we starting to kind of produce something that's like... I kind of want this to be the new Tamarin Island. Like my old... people who've been around for a while will know about Tamarin Island. Tamarin Island turned out like beautifully. That was in Sim City. I mean, it was kind of stunning, I thought. I want this to turn out the same way. So, guys, let me know what you think. There's going to be a lot more of this. I've got some staggering ideas. I've got some ideas for the entranceway over here. I'm going to remodel this a little bit. I've also got maybe some better ideas for this train track coming up. I've got ideas for these other areas. Oh, my God. So much. Leave me comments. I'll catch you for the next one, guys. Peace out.